Welcome back to the league that means nothing on Go Again Gaming.
Welcome back to Go Again Gaming, and welcome back to round 4 in the league that means nothing 4. I am joined again by Brian Hoffman Fab. Say hello, Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Thank you. You knew exactly what I was going for. We have an interesting game today. Some lesser known heroes, let's say. Lesser represented heroes. We have Olympia by Matthew Zalman Garcia taking on Marlynn with Gabriel Martinez. Brian, I would like your expert level opinion on what these two decks do.
Sure. So having won 3 Pro Tours on Olympia myself, I think I'm pretty well equipped to discuss. No, I'm going to be honest with you. I know that Olympia wagers a gold, and that is about the extent of my knowledge here. I have no idea what weapon I'm looking at. I'm familiar with some warrior equipment, though, so, you know, we're halfway there.
Yeah. So, Olympia, wager, the entire deck is built basically, in my experience, around Up the Ante being the only good card in the deck. Marlynn, overpower into warrior, bad, really bad, like catastrophically bad. But, you know, a lot of people are trying out different builds of Marlynn. I know several people on your team and around Chicago are trying to make the deck work.
There's a whole
intrinsically
community where Azalea used to be, and Riptide is not filling it.
I have a joke there. I'm not going to go anywhere near. Anyway, with the pre-match banter out of the way, and a big shout out to this episode's sponsor, Fab Counter. Please use Fab Counter for all of your life total tracking in casual games of Flesh and Blood. Obviously, at higher levels use paper, but Fab Counter, excellent. Erica Forsoff does a phenomenal job with that, and we'll just throw it over to the gameplay and see what, if anything, these decks do.
Do you ever feel like you're using too much paper? Tired of scribbling life totals between every single round? Get a life. Counter. Fab Counter. Fab Counter is a life tracker built specifically for Flesh and Blood. It makes tracking life, playing any format, and choosing heroes fast and simple. With regular updates for Living Legend changes and new hero releases, you're always ready for the next game. Make sure you go and download it on Play Store and Apple Store to really facilitate and help your streamed games, or just your next game in general. Fab Counter.
So it looks like we're going to start off with the old Lace with Blood route. And Brian, do you know what weapon Olympia has there? Immediately we're popping those bullseye bracers too. Oh my god.
It is definitely a one-handed weapon, two-handed weapon. It's definitely a sword, maybe. It's pointy.
It is Jubil Spellbane.
Of course it is. Can you tell me what that does, Ian?
It on hit you can make a Spellbane Aegis, which is a token that has Spell Void 1.
Okay, and we brought that into Marlynn? What's the story there?
I imagine we didn't have a lot else going on, but here we go, just dumping...
Oh, hello.
Oh, look. Everything in front of this first arrow. Gabriel having used up his bullseye bracers immediately to get this going.
Popped bracers, and
but I have no idea.
Arsenal to not even connect. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, especially on turn 1, it's kind of rough, but it'll be interesting to see what Olympia does here, because normally you'll see Olympia's, in my experience, using either the stupid Great Axe to make everyone miserable.
Decimator Great Axe.
Or, yeah, the big Axe of Misery. Or they will play dual wielding. But this is an interesting one. We got some Welcome to Wraith draft cards and some Heavy Hitters draft cards.
So that's
I assume we're wagering a gold.
And then some sort of front pump here, and we're wagering...
Dauntless.
Dauntless.
It means your opponent's reactions to this sword attack cost 1 more.
Excellent. And then there's one more piece I'm not familiar with. I see for the armor we've got refraction bracers and grains and Brave Forge, but what is that headpiece for Olympia?
That is Olympia's signature headpiece.
Of
The
which
prized
there are
Galea. It
four.
allows you can destroy it to wager a gold.
Okay. I'm learning so much already in just these first few short plays of the game.
Yeah, this is where my benefit of reading every single card that has ever come out in Flesh and Blood has come in handy. To be fair, I did also play in Pro Tour LA where I had to draft this set, so this was one that I actually had to learn.
So we've got 9
like
threatening the Spellbane Aegis here, is that correct?
it looks like we are wagering with the money where your mouth is. That to me is a dangerous prospect into Marlynn.
Because Marlynn can certainly use that gold more than other rangers.
And it looks like we have a card in the back which, with no resources, just says to, oh, we're just taking it. Olympia wins the wager, gets a Spellbane Aegis, gets a gold, and then also gets a second gold for winning a wager.
See there, and you thought nothing was going to happen. We've got fireworks already on the first turn.
I just remember one time watching friend of the channel Josh Lau playing Olympia, and 4 turns in his opponent was like, wait, what does your hero do again?
It hadn't come up.
Yeah.
So does taking all that suggest that Marlynn is going to send back a massive arrow and or harpoon here?
But there definitely has to be some way of loading, I would wager.
No, Olympia would wager.
And then he would get an extra gold. Oh yeah, we have a portside exchange here. So we get to discard a card and draw a card. So discarding a lace to draw a card, trigger Marlynn.
Put something in the arsenal.
It's a Widowmaker, I believe.
Not to be confused with Mark of the Black Widow. And that's a seek and destroy to pair with it.
Yeah, so we have Widowmaker coming in here for a total of 8. Yeah. Because Widowmaker, if Widowmaker is defended by less than 2 cards, it gets plus 3.
And just cards, not action cards, so the Olympia can pretty easily throw some armor in front of this to debuff that.
It is very funny to me, though, because this currently just looks like an Azalea deck with the serial numbers filed off.
I noticed you mentioned Lace with Blood Root at the beginning of the game. If I recall correctly, there was a little bit of a printing error in the Azalea Armory deck.
Yes, a deck that was spoiled on this very channel, Go Again Gaming. You see it all. That's what we in the business call a throwback, Brian.
Vintage. And
Okay, let's see. Yeah, just blocked out.
no need.
Might as well seek and destroy. Quite a problem. Oh my god, I know that card in the pitch zone. I can't think of the name of it right now. Biting Blade.
Biting Blade. You and your encyclopedic knowledge.
Listen, someone has to
Someone's
be
gonna
the professional
it's
here,
not-
okay?
It's not going to be me. I promise you that.
Yeah. We'll wait till we get some LL games and there's some Aurora in play, and
Yeah, I can read 9 different copies of Ball Lightning to you all day, no problem.
as someone who used to play Briar, you'd be amazed at the kind of crap you would put in a deck.
Oh, you sent me your list. I'm not.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play your exact 80.
Oh, that'll be fun. The good one or the weird one?
Maybe both. I have a ProQuest Plus coming up, so.
Oh, nice. Okay, Tip the Barkeep is blocking this Jubil. And we're just going to Iron Song response.
Bang.
Take 6, I guess.
A conditional +3 attack reaction.
And we get a courage token because of the activation of Courage of Blade. No, not Courage of Blade Hold.
Iron Song versus.
That's the one.
Bang. I got one. Brian 1, Ian Infinite.
The rest.
All of the rest of them.
Okay. I have Ophidia into Quiver of Rustling Leaves. That's a good combination.
Let's go peeking.
Truly the strongest use of Eye of Ophidia in the format.
Definitely nothing else. And definitely a very reasonable and affordable card right now if you were looking to pick up a copy.
But also, I need to get one for...
Piece of candy.
All it took was looking 3 cards deep.
That's not a bad one.
Activate the cannon.
Come on in. So is
Not too bad.
10 overpower?
No, the overpower only applies to harpoons.
And this is not
Just
harpoon. I'm
10.
going to be honest, that artwork is looking pretty harpoonish. That's a large bolt there.
Yeah, like, that's been sent by a ballista. That's not something you're sending out of a bow.
Can we please errata battering bolt to be a harpoon? And we're blocking it out, though.
Okay.
No problem.
Yep,
think it's
just
in
dropping
overpower.
10 block in front of this. Probably for the best, because Battering Bolt is one of the few on-hits, right, that will always affect a warrior, because it will take reaction cards out of their hand.
Another versus activation, looking for another courage token. Come on in, Jubil for 4. I think I'm starting to see a bit of a plan here for Olympia, and that is block a lot and attack with Jubil.
Yeah. So, the prized Galea there, just as insurance if you ever want to wager, because it allows you to add an additional wager on top of Up the Ante. And Up the Ante gives +1 for each wager on the attack.
I certainly hope this player here decides to stick with Olympia next season, because if I recall, they're getting a whole new suite of equipment.
You mean a miserable fatigue pile of gold armor?
8 bonus life.
I would like to point out, one thing I always learned was that gold not very good for armor. Why does it all have temper 2? Right?
Tempt you.
Looks like we're overblocking here on the side for Marlynn. Just going to Arsenal and pass.
At least the Spellbane Aegis looks really cool on the table, because it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. The worst part about Spellbane Aegis is the sword only makes one if you don't have one.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully we've got some reactions in the hand here, because even though we didn't have to block that last turn, Olympia still said, I think I'll just attack with my sword.
Here's 3.
This is some good, honest flesh and blood.
This is certainly a thing that's happening. Okay, blocking 6. There's our first harpoon and a Command and Conquer.
Playing this like a guardian mirror, we are.
Yeah.
What a route, hello.
But what a card. Usually a fantastic one of in Dorinthia.
How about another?
Because it just helps you close out games.
That is hilarious. So we're also
Double route. Yeah.
bounce the harpoon.
You can take both your blocking cards back.
Wow.
That feels bad. That's gotta feel bad.
Take 9. And if they did have Spellbane Aegis, they would have made it. And then another courage token. Boom. Paid into Grains of Blood Spill. Setting up. Wow. Suddenly Marlynn is at a precarious 19 versus this apparently heavily aggressive Olympia.
Yeah, this Olympia ain't hanging around anyway.
Cross wraps reveals.
Still a lot of game to play, though.
Yeah, I have to imagine those kind of damage spikes turn are not the norm for Olympia.
Just having the resources to double route is very impressive.
Alright, what kind of pumps do we got here? Another Seek and Destroy. 3 of a kind. Oh, baby.
Yep.
Just pitching that CNC, so no float.
And that other card is a harpoon.
But we don't have New Horizons, and our arsenal slot's already clogged, so don't get to use any of these Marlynn triggers.
Yeah. But it does give us probably the resources to go harpoon, send.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And here you go. So this is...
So this coming in for 13?
Yeah. And again, luckily no overpower, because...
It'd be a real shame if you were attacking for 13 into a hero with 7 block of armor on board and all of the cards in their hand block 3.
If only this were a harpoon. It's not fair.
Then they would just give you the reactions.
So let's see what...
Again, we're talking about this is the one major downside of overpower versus dominate.
Thinking about...
I understand we're kind of phasing out dominate as a keyword and or making it harder to use, but I think Marlynn could use a little something.
Dominate instead of overpower just for Marlynn. Block 9 and...
A little dominate as a treat.
And 13. Alright, it's like you said. So then we're gonna send back a sword attack after completely stuffing this battering bolt. Unless we have a rain razors? No such thing.
Couldn't play it even if you did, because of 3 of a kind, baby.
Right.
Seen that happen once or twice, and let me tell you, it's not a good idea. It's a great way to lose a game of Flesh and Blood.
Is it play or activate? Can you still, like, Voltaire after 3 of a kind?
You can. You cannot play cards from your hand.
No cards. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was just actions or not.
It
Sword for 4.
It was also like a very strong way of a very strong defensive play in Lexi, because you would just block with like 6 worth of block and then be like, hey, I still have a full hand.
Ooh, we got a trap here in a boulder trap. So we get
Good
to
one.
ding a piece of armor here.
Yeah.
What would I pick? Probably the grains. Well, the grains are already blocked. Yeah, the bracers, because those are also temper. That's right. Or are those battle worn? No, they're temper.
They are temper. Yeah, so this makes sense to me. Just spreading them out, forcing, means Olympia does not get 2 blocks out of any of the equipment now. Very surprised to see refraction bolters in this list. I'm not going to lie, because it's not like you're going to be attacking with your sword multiple times. And we have yet to see an attack action in this Olympia deck.
Yeah, I would imagine you could get a lot of Valiant Dynamo value just trying to block out arrows turn after turn. Do we finally see a harpoon activation here?
Oh my god, it's happening. Marlynn's doing the thing.
We're doing the thing.
Are you proud of me, Dad?
10 overpower. And now we're going to chip down the armor a little bit, so hey, there's a possibility that this hits.
If it's a non-attack action card. Ooh. Are we finally going to turn the corner and start seeing what Marlynn can do? Because we've been very one-way traffic on Olympia's side of the board so far. That said, Olympia has only wagered once this entire game.
We see them blocking with a couple non-attack actions, but... Oh, they're just revealing? I thought this had overpower. Am I Am I
Yes,
mistaken?
but blocking with overpower and puncture, which are reactions.
Oh, heavens.
Again, we get to the downside of overpower into warrior.
That
And get to see the Olympia's hand and take this fatal engagement as well.
all right. And here we are with the sword swing. 39 to 15. I mean, it looks like the life discrepancy is pretty intense, but most of this damage was just from that one turn that we double routed.
Yeah, blocking 3 here. And fatal engagement, a lot easier to play around once you know it's actually there.
And we're just doing a big game trophy shot out of the hand. Into... Missed the discard, but then we've got a... Spire sniping, alright, in the arsenal.
Let's have a wee peek at the top 2.
Hey, and this is a blue arrow, so our Sea Lace Sarong has text. Bonk. For 5. Should be relatively easy for Olympia to cover up. 7, excuse me.
This is the biggest, like, Spire Sniping is not an arrow that you normally want to send. But it's not like it's Azalea where you get to just get rid of it. We'll take it. 7 is 7 at the end of the day. I can't remember what big game trophy shot does, though.
Well, it did nothing for our purposes here. And can you believe what Olympia is doing here? Jubilee 3.
This is the, like, quintessential, like, this is Guardian Gaming, hammer for 4.
We see a Codex of Frailty getting committed to blocks.
I'm surprised we're committing 2 cards to blocks here. Especially Codex of Frailty.
Yeah, I'm interested in this slightly more fatiguey game plan it looks like Marlynn is going for.
Very hard to fatigue a warrior, unfortunately, because they just have a weapon.
They have a weapon, they've got some good armor. Alright, so now we've got sword for 3, but with 3 cards in hand and an arsenal, so this is definitely going to be more than 3 damage this time.
Very true. I remember one time running into a fatigue Riptide at a calling. They were on Talishar and every defense reaction you could possibly muster.
Ooh.
Problem was they tried to use Endless Arrow to clear dragons into Dromai, and like, you can't fire that because you don't have a bow.
Ooh.
So they dropped from the calling.
Wait, they didn't register a bow in their deck?
Nope.
Come on now. I'm not a
know, right?
player, but I feel like even I would not have made that mistake.
And here we finally have the prize Galileo wager, make some gold. Olympia taking another intellect penalty, but we're making a vigor. I love this custom vigor token, whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to... What am I seeing?
I have no idea. My question is for you, Brian.
Yes.
Is when are we getting the gold kissed rum as a bottle of Malort?
Oh. You mean like as a token?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have it right next to me, but that exists. You know that exists, right? That's a real token.
I did not know that. You Chicago people always ahead of me.
I thought that you were just trying to plug for us, but yeah, no, that is an actual thing we have. One of our judges over here made a bunch of those, so there are a couple versions of Gold Kiss Rum that features bottles of Malort.
Yeah. For those watching along at home who don't know what Malort is, congratulations.
Don't do it. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
As someone who has had it, it's fine. Don't listen to him. Do it.
Tell you what,
But here we have premeditate.
Chicago,
We have
you get a shot of Malort on me.
You got it, bud. As long as you'll do it with me.
Oh, fine. Misery loves company.
Here we have our Codex of Frailty with a premeditate and a cannon activation
For the
sending in the King Kraken harpoon.
the king crap.
Pretty. Yeah.
What
That's what Olympia's thinking. 13, you don't got the armor this time around.
Not this time. But do they have the reactions?
Even so, it's going to be very hard to block 13.
Let's see here.
And one thing I will say, Codex of Frailty is pretty crippling into warriors.
That Jubilee's only going to come in for 2. All right.
2 sync blows.
Still taking 4.
I believe 5, in fact, because this looks like it was 13. And then we get to see 2 reactions. So the reactions get to stay in hand.
No hits for the harpoon, but some good damage, and like you said, that frailty token.
And we have 2 ponders to resolve. And we finally see the Olympia specialization, like literally one of the most busted warrior cards ever printed. That is just class locked into Olympia. So you can see it there in the pitch zone and on the playmat art. It is an incredible card. Also, one of the coolest looking foils in the game.
What is this card?
Because there was a printing error and they foiled the blue strip as well.
Ooh, that's neat. What is for the uninformed here? Totally not me. But what does that card do?
Okay, so it has 3 modes, or 4 modes, I believe. Yes, choose X plus 1 modes. And it is Wager a Vigor, Wager in Agility, Wager a Gold, and give your attack +1 for each wager on the attack.
That is pretty fun design, I can't lie.
Right? And then you can combo it with like non-attacks that create a wager and your helmet to just add pumps to the weapon attack.
Speaking of adding to the weapon attack, Jubile coming in for 9 currently.
Yes, Stroke of Foresight and Iron Song Response.
Bang, Marlynn down to 6 just like that.
Yeah, this is I would say this is a little bit one-sided.
Certainly is playing out that way. The arrows just haven't been getting overpower, or if they have, they're not really that consequential thanks to the texture of Olympia's hand. So
Yeah.
Marlynn without
Not to mention
armor to cover up everything else, it's slipping away a bit, it seems.
Not to mention the ability of Olympia to just be like have a handful of 3 blocks.
Yeah. Warrior's very good at blocking 3.
I suppose you're a Fang Gang enjoyer, right?
Well, yeah, it really waxes and wanes depending on how well Yuto is doing on Acilio, and so right now he didn't do too well in Copenhagen, so it's a Fang week right now.
Yeah. In Copenhagen, Fang has officially beaten Acilio in the top 8, so...
That is what surprises me most, is that Fang actually isn't dead to the non-Kano wizards. Kano is about 0%, but Verdance and Acilio, you've got a little bit of game.
You think Fang into Kano is bad? You should see any other warrior into Kano.
It's just not good.
That's why the Jubile thing was such a pittance for a lot of people. Like, oh, I can make Spell Void. You can make 1 piece of Spell Void.
Don't talk to me. That Draconic Spell Void dagger, it's not even 4 Fang. It makes me so sad. Why couldn't they give it a go again?
I like it.
Syndra players. Anyway, we have a harpoon for 12. And what is this one looking for?
Yeah, Red Fin Harpoon. Looking to take some reds off of Olympia.
If it can pierce the armor of that massive crab, it can pierce the armor of this wagering warrior.
Attack their weak point for massive damage.
Oh, and we're taking it. All right. Finally, a little bit of damage bleeding through to Olympia here. And we do have red.
We have, I believe, looks like 2 copies of Edge Ahead.
As well as a provoke.
I don't know if it's Edge Ahead or if it's the other one. And then obviously the Shelter from the Storm.
Looks like they took one of those Edge Ahead, we believe.
I think it's Edge Ahead. I'm trying to remember. It's one of the 1-for-3 pumps that was in Heavy Hitters.
I believe you.
I tend to stay away from Warrior in that draft set. I tend to stay away from Warrior in that because everyone tried to draft Warrior because they're like, I can 2-1 any draft pod with Warrior.
It was Hold'em.
Yes, it's the Vigor one instead of the Agility one.
So, hey, Jubilee's coming in for lethal now.
Yes, but we do know every card in hand, so it's very easy to play around at least.
Pitch to the provoke. So, yeah, we've just got a Shelter left in hand, I believe. Long for the Arsenal,
Yes.
likely. And how does Marlyn want to block?
It's definitely a showcase of the things that Olympia can certainly do.
All right, giving out all the equipment now. This also suggests to me that we have a decently convertible 4-card hand for Marlyn.
Yeah, something that's quite rare, I think.
Plus a block. One.
Generally speaking. We taking just the single point. Giving up a Vigor token.
And what?
Or did Olympia chose not to wager, I see.
All right, Marlyn, what's your 3 cards look like? Got a Lace. Oh, and a 3 of a kind. Okay, yeah.
It's a good hand.
Plus an empty arsenal means we get to actually put one of those in with Marlyn triggers. Hopefully there's an arrow in the top 3 cards.
Yeah. If all else fails, we do have gold that we can crack, and we have Marlyn ability if we need just something. Like, you know, I'm sure you've drafted your fair share of high seas. You know that sometimes that's all you need is just any way to present some amount of damage.
And it looks like we at least found a harpoon here. Do we have the requisite resources to activate cannon for it?
Yes, with the 2 cards in hand, I'd be surprised if we didn't have the additional resources.
Perfect.
There we are. We are activating the cannon
So this
and sending out a harpoon, a bluefin harpoon. This time trying to steal the blues out of Olympia's hand.
11. All right, lining up blocks is Olympia.
I will say I do love the art on both playmats.
Yeah, we've got a what is that? King Shark. Which one harpoon? One of them big boys.
I believe it's King Shark Harpoon on the Marlyn side, and that is up the ante. That is the Olympia signature.
The wager everything card. And Grains is going to get cashed in for the rest here as well.
Might as well. Like I've said before, like we've both said before, there's nothing worse than losing a game with armor still on board.
And it seems not as resource hungry as some other warriors, so I guess we just don't need to rely on the vigor tokens as much. Boom. Edge ahead into the sword.
Are we wagering an agility token, or are we just going, here's 6, deal with it?
I suppose Marlyn could take advantage of an agility token, so maybe it's just enough to push the damage and say, hey, give me at least a card here.
I don't really know that Marlyn can take advantage of the agility token all that much. The difficulty of loading cards into your arsenal is a big part of it.
That is true. And here's a block. Just one, take 3.
So we're going to drop this tip the barkeep.
And a boulder trap. All right. So
Nice. That means we can close out one of the last pieces of armor that Olympia has. At least until he goes shopping.
Goes shopping.
If he ever visits the Golden Anvil.
I do love wondering what kind of story that tells. Does it imply that they're stopping mid-fight to run to their local blacksmith, or is the idea that they did that before the fight? Similar with Visit the Goldmine Estate. Like, is Victor just running away from his battle to go get some money from Dad?
Yeah.
I love it.
I went home and visited my dad twice, and how many mites do
And this is the
Here we have three of a kind. 3 oak, baby. And it looks like we have a Marlynn activation as well, so we made sure that we would have a harpoon.
Of the goldfin variety. Got a pump to place with it? Or just cannon?
Looks like it.
Bang.
Here we go. 6 overpower.
Into Olympia's
Bottom text.
22. Bottom text. Gonna have to send a few more of these before our prized fighter falls over. And again, we see that graveyard for Marlynn getting a little bit taller than the rest of the deck, so fatigue is perhaps a consideration at some point in this game.
Yeah, well, I feel like if you're Gabriel, with the way this game has gone, I'd be pretty fatigued by now.
All right, blocks 3 goes to 19, Arsenal pass, and I imagine we're going to see a Jubil attack here.
Let's see what Olympia has lined up. Pitching another Biting Blade.
Okay. 2 cards in hand, though.
We're not doing...
You know, we got a block.
Playing that old Warrior Mind game.
It's just 3, I promise.
So it's just 3, I swear, bro. I wouldn't lie to you.
Sunken Treasure, there's something to turn face down to get a gold. And what's the reaction suite? Stroke of Foresight, anything else?
So draw a card, put a card from your hand on top of the deck. A old WTR classic that found a bit of a new lease for a while in Kasai.
Sure.
Just because it could make your sabers freer again, but we're going to refraction bolters to give this go again.
Oh, and we're going to the anvil. We're going shopping.
There we go. Yeah. Blacksmith, I need to... I've somehow wound up naked. Help.
Got some flexors.
But now we have put in... New grains, new helmet, quick dodge flexors.
So, help me out here. Does this imply that Olympia has to register 2 copies of Grains of Bloodspill in their deck?
Yes.
That's commitment.
You should, if you're ever curious, by all means, ask Josh Lau. I'm sure he will be happy to talk about it. I've seen him on many a stream do exactly this. Where it's just like, Golden Anvil, I guess.
I mean, yeah, they've got suddenly a ton more blocking value now.
Here we go. Big game trophy shot. Draw a card, discard a card.
Did we find one? Found the gold. Yeah. Discarding that.
Yeah.
Did we get another arrow? We have to.
I hope so.
Either that or we're playing a heck of a mind game. All right, we did. And we've still got,
The gem pack promo.
Ooh, there's the eye
Harpoons.
again. Okay, so we've hit that second cycle. and having a think for the rest of their next turn. Keeps them both on top. And let's send a harpoon.
Here we come for
12?
12 overpower. Be a real shame if my opponent just had a full new suite of equipment.
To help eat this up. Bringing back their blocks, thinking about it.
Yeah, no, I think this card will always make me think of E3 and Onimusha.
With the big crab.
Yeah, the giant enemy crab. The one that popped up on screen right after they talked about how historically accurate the game was.
You don't remember the historically accurate megalo crabs?
I wasn't alive during the Edo period in Japan, so no.
Skill issue.
I'm just a fab boomer. I'm not ancient.
Hey, look at all this fancy new armor to soak up this harpoon.
Do. Feels good, man.
Jubil for 3, anybody? Any Jubil for 3 enjoyers? Not even. We're Arsenal passing. A moment of rest for our Marlynn. And what can they do with 4 cards? They can tip the barkeep. Oh, we gotta upgrade those rum tokens. We gotta send out some Malort rum tokens.
Yeah, Gabriel. Well, after you watch this, hit me up on Discord. I'll connect you with Smashing Good Team and see if we can get you on.
We'll get you nice and decked out. How about a CNC? The classic
Block.
the classic Guardian attack in this Guardian matchup we're seeing.
I often call it, Guardian specializations. Command and Conquer. Pummel.
Ooh, Nourishing Emptiness. How exciting.
Well, that's hitting. Got a D-React, baby?
I'm seeing a
Nope.
face-up hand. It's not looking like it.
Definitely not how I expected this game to close out.
Wow, just like that. It ended so soon. I thought it was going to be a Jubil swing. Nourishing Emptiness.
Yeah, and we're here to show the Ranger what a good evasive keyword is. This is dominate. You see, you cannot overblock this one.
Oof.
Bro, that was
one of the games of all time, Ian. Of all time.
absolutely a rough game for Gabriel. I felt quite bad for him as it just got away from him so quickly. He held on, tried his best, but there wasn't really a whole lot that could be done in the face of Olympia just sending 9+ every turn.
It was unassuming, and then just a few key turns with the double route for a huge spike, and then that visit the Golden Anvil to get entirely new grains and entirely new headpiece. Really interesting stuff from Olympia, honestly.
Yeah. How interesting, bud. Are you considering... I know you have the Warrior cards.
I do have the Warrior cards. I mean, Fang's been speaking to me, but I mean, sheesh. Fang can't make a Spellbane Aegis, so I feel like my choice is kind of being made for me.
Well, as someone who, for a long time, every year, I would take Bolton to one armory and then put it away.
Olympia can be my Bolton.
Do it to yourself and see what happens.
It'll be good for me. It'll help me appreciate the finer things in Fab.
I have taken Olympia to a non-zero amount of armories.
You're inspiring me.
Yeah, well, Up the Ante is just a really fun card to play with. But yeah, congratulations to our Olympia, moving on to the next round with a victory. And I think that is all from us today. I have been, as always, Voice of the League. Been here for years now. Ian Holland, findlespirit.bsky.social, joined by Brian Hoffman Fab on Twitter and Blue Sky.
Yes, indeedy. I'm pretty sure it's the same name on both, probably. Good enough. You'll find me.
Yeah, and Smashing Good Team on YouTube. Please check out Brian's stuff. The content has been great so far, and I am here for the inevitable downfall.
I'll be right there with you.
Any shout-outs you would like to do, Brian?
Just thanks for having me again. Like you said, come check out the channel. We're gonna be doing some giveaways soon, so if you like free stuff, come watch our videos.
I like free stuff.
Love free stuff.
Okay. And if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the game, if you liked seeing these less represented heroes, which you don't really get to see anywhere else but somewhere like the League That Means Nothing, make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment down below. Tell us what you thought of the very unique build of Olympia we saw. And make sure, obviously, as always, send your huge thanks and congrats to Az for putting in all the work that he does to make this possible. If you've enjoying it and you want to keep up with the League That Means Nothing, make sure you subscribe as well, so all of the YouTube notifications for games that will go up nearly every day during the week will arrive into you. And I think that is everything, so I will just see you in the next one, and Brian, I'll see you around.
Take care. Thanks.
Bye.